Hi guys and welcome back to another video. So today I'm out here on the training pitch working on some curling free kicks. So I'm going to walk you through my technique step by step and hopefully give you a few tips to help you improve yours. So when it comes to a free kick technique, one of the most important tips I can give you is to find a technique that you can perform consistently. On match day, it's important that you hit the target, so make sure you've got a technique down that you can perform on a regular basis. One of my favorite quotes is one from Bruce Lee, and he says, "I fear not the man that's practiced 1,000 kicks once, but I fear the man that's practiced one kick 1,000 times." And what he means by that is really deadly if you can take one technique and practice it so much that you can pretty much hit it on demand. It's so much better if you can step up and you know you're going to put it exactly where you want it pretty much every time. So once you find your technique, repeat the steps over and over again until they become automatic. So for me, the best technique and the most consistent is a curling technique that goes up and over the wall with a little bit of top spin, so it comes up and down and curls towards the outside of the post, always going away from the goalkeeper. Some call this the whippish technique. So this is my steps. For the run-up, I place the ball down. I don't use a particular part of the ball to strike. I'm not interested in hitting the valve or anything like that. I place the ball down and usually I'll take 4 steps back, which is considered quite a short run-up, but for me, I like to have more control over my run-up. The more control you have in the preparation of the shot, the more control you have in the shot. So I take 4 steps back, about 90 degrees between the ball and the goal. The next step is the run-up. And as I've already mentioned, the more control you have in the preparation, the more control you have in the final product of the shot. So for me, what's most comfortable is to stand on my tiptoes. I stand with my left foot in front of my right. You got to do what's most comfortable for you. And then I take 3 wide strides. And that allows me to plant my standing foot beside the ball and I point it directly towards the middle of the goal. So it's 1, 2, 3, pointing towards the middle of the goal. And then that allows me to wrap across my body. So as we can see, my planted foot is beside the ball, maybe 6 inches or so. I found the closer my foot is to the ball, the more accuracy you have in your strike, the more likely you're going to hit the ball exactly where you want it to. So as I plant my standing leg, I have a slight bend in the knee. That's going to give you more stability. I usually raise my arm for added balance as well. The more balance you have in your approach, the more control you have over that shot. And then what I do is I draw that leg back. And this is where the momentum comes to strike the ball from your flexed leg. If you think about it kind of like a bow and arrow, the further back you draw that string, the more momentum you're going to have in that arrow. And it's the same with the leg technique here. The further you draw it back, the more power you're going to get behind that shot. And then moving into where we strike the ball, I like to use in between my inside and my laces. For the laces, it's more of a long-range striking technique because it's pure power. For the inside, it's more of a passing technique, so it's absolute accuracy. So I like to get it right in between because for a free kick, it's a mid-range shot. So you want to get a combination of power and accuracy. So right here on the instep, I like to call it the sweet spot. And we're going to wrap that up across the ball. And then our momentum is going to come across our body. And we almost want to kick upwards on the ball like a rainbow technique, almost diagonally upwards. So we both get that right to left movement and also the little bit of top spin that puts it over the wall and makes it drop on the opposite side. And the final step is your follow through. So it's important to have discipline in the follow through. We've already gained the power from our back swing, so we just need to be controlled and allow our foot to go across our body. That's more likely that the ball is going to go across goal as well. Whatever shape you make with your foot after striking the ball generally has an effect on the ball. So if we can wrap the foot across the body, chances are the ball is also going to wrap from left to right as well. And a bonus tip for you, what I like to do is just aim right above the wall. Instead of worrying about where the goal is, if you aim just above the wall, you've changed a 25-yard or so target into a 10-yard target. The wall's always 10 yards away from the kicker, so if you can aim just above the wall, it's a lot easier to hit a target that's only 10 yards away. And then you rely on the technique to dip on the other side and go into the net. So there's a few tips for you guys to work on your free kicks. Remember, it's important to apply your own style, but once you've got your technique, it's all about repeating it over and over again until it becomes automatic. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a like on this video. Big thanks to Unisport for helping with the production of this video. Make sure you subscribe to their channel by clicking the bulb above my head here. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.